Welcome to our world.
Hey, you should have saved that.
Clap again.
Hey, we're Chicken Claw.
Go ahead. You go best fan. Hi, we're Winston Ramble, and you're watching 64 Sessions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Fall leaves on the clover. I still can't find the shade. We've been running all around, living hand to mouth, waiting on tomorrow, sleeping yesterday. There's people out there just digging, just trying to catch them a break. Oh, and we just keep on working, maybe somebody can bring us some change. Yeah, you ain't looking out for me, and I ain't fooled by your disguise. You're just a wolf in sheep's clothing, you're pulling the wool over my eyes. There's people out there just itching, looking for money to burn. Take a gamble on your life on the wrong side of the ride. It ain't bitching if it's just your turn. And baby, everybody here gets a turn. Yeah, you ain't looking out for me, and I ain't fooled by your disguise. You're just a wolf in sheep's clothing, you pulling the wool over my eyes, pulling the wool over my eyes.
Say that they're gonna fix it. He's gonna make it great. All the lies they've been feeding ain't putting no food on my plate.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the 64 Sessions Garage Studio, and I've got a special guest for you. The wonderful Winston Ramble Band. What's up, guys?
What's up, man?
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Man, it was just a minute ago, it was a maze of chords in here, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
That's ridiculous. Surprisingly, y'all are not the most people I've had crammed in here at one time.
Oh, yeah.
Close. We're one person short of that record, but...
We like to say we're the biggest band in Alabama by weight, anyhow.
Oh, yeah. Got him on them LBs.
Yeah.
I think Elijah Butler Band, or I'm sorry, I say that every time. Evans Butler Band, I think they had y'all beat. They swapped out drummers, though, so they technically cheated.
Got us.
So you guys are Birmingham based, right?
Yeah.
You'd say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Well, before we get started, let's introduce everybody. I'm sorry, I'm very rude.
I'm Justin Oliver.
I'm Drew Benefield.
Cody West. I'm Judd Mize.
Max Millwood.
That's a lot easier than me doing that. So you guys are Birmingham based, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
But you were telling me you have Walker County family members?
Yes, my mother and father, both their families are from Walker County. Yeah.
What part of Walker County?
My dad's from Oakman,
Okay.
and then my mom's from Jasper.
Okay. It's about a bit, Oakman's about as big as this town that we're in right now. Real tiny. Well, that's cool, man. So technically, I guess we'll say you're a Walker County alum, I guess. Or
I mean,
you got blood.
I'm probably the only one in my family that doesn't live in the county besides my mom and dad.
Really?
For real. Everybody else lives in Walker County.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. Now we all grew up in Hayesville in Winston County.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of where
Yeah.
the band name.
The free state of Winston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hence the band name.
That's why we all grew up
Okay.
together. Yeah.
Dude, picking the band name is the hardest thing.
Yeah, it is.
How did you guys
Really.
do it?
It was a struggle.
I know how it is, man. Dude, that's
Well, we're
like-
from Winston County, and then we always watch the Levon Helms, the Midnight Rambles
Yeah.
and stuff. So that kind of vibe with it.
I feel you. Well, that's cool, man. I was telling some of you guys when you were putting your stuff up. I don't remember who was in here when I was telling the story, but you guys, I came across you guys last year. How long have you guys been a band? Before I get into the story.
We started as like an acoustic trio.
Oh, really?
Me and him and my brother, and then shortly after that, about a year or two after we started that, we had a flute gig where he couldn't make it. We had another bass player that would play with us a lot, and he couldn't make it, so we hit up these guys because they were our buddies that we played with back in high school.
Oh, okay.
And at the time, they were living in Florence, so we went down for a practice, and it was just going to be Max and Martha there. And then Judd wouldn't leave us alone, kept playing his guitar and singing with us, so we had to let him in too.
Yeah, might as well.
Judd snuck his way into the band.
That's cool, man. Do what you got to do. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, man. This is you guys are great, man. I mean, one of your songs, literally, I had chills during the whole performance, man. I'm serious. It's freaking
That's
awesome. You guys
awesome.
are
Thanks,
awesome.
We
man.
appreciate it.
But that's back to what I was saying. You know, a year ago, I came across you guys because I if it wasn't the day I got my camera, it was the day after, or maybe the day after. It was very close to the day I got my very first camera, and Jamming the Ham was that weekend. And so I loaded that sucker up with that in my little recorder, and I went to record Jamming the Ham for my buddy Lane. You know, I was like, man, I'm gonna get you some good content footage, man. And I had my cell phone as my B-roll camera and my GoPro. Those turned out super grainy. Couldn't use anything from them. And the good camera, I stuck in the corner, like over the keyboards by the speaker. Worst angle I could put on this camera I got. So I didn't get to use any of that stuff. So I'm glad I finally got to record you guys. in a much more controlled environment too.
Yeah, well,
I think I got
as
there
controlled
after
as
it
we could
started.
be, I guess.
Yeah, man, it was crowded, man. God, it was about as crowded as it was in here tonight.
No, this place is great, though.
Hey, thanks.
Great
man.
usage of the
Yeah.
space.
Yeah, no
we
doubt.
love this place,
I mean,
man.
it's literally I got about as much use out of it as I can
Yeah,
get.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It's great.
It's great, though. Yeah, we love
Thank
guys? When was the trio thing? I missed that.
Probably
that
the end
was-
of 2012, into
Yeah,
13.
yeah. We started out playing at Marty's downtown.
Oh, I love
and,
that place.
Yeah,
That was our spot for
Yeah,
a
that was
while.
back when Marty was still there and everything. And then eventually started playing around more. And then, like I said, we got with those guys a couple years after that, and started doing the full band thing full time. So.
Were you guys writing songs as a trio though, and doing original stuff?
Yeah, we were working on some, and then some of those are on the first album, and then we worked on some more with these guys, and Judd had a few that he did himself too. So we had a hodgepodge, a few songs. Yeah.
Oh, songs. Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Judd's our other.
Yeah,
Probably
Judd.
Right,
songwriter.
yeah, gotcha.
we-
Cool. So that's what we're getting into, is songwriting. So how do you guys go about songwriting? You guys get together as a group? Or?
Yeah, it's a family affair.
Right.
Yeah, most of the time. Yeah.
That's the way to do it. But you guys are still a band, so that's a good sign. That means you guys kind of like each other.
We definitely try to feed off each other when it comes to songwriting. I mean, I per se don't necessarily do a lot of the major lyric writing, but I feel like I try to plug in bits and pieces when I can. And, you know, just try to bounce fresh ideas off of everybody. So
So you guys, I mean, just call each other up. Hey, we're going to get together and write songs this day. Be there.
Pretty much, yeah.
Show up.
That a
That's
lot of
pretty
times
cool.
too, somebody will have
Somebody
like an
brings
idea or
something, yeah.
something
Right. Yeah.
that they're working with, so we'll just take that and kind of run with it.
It always surprises me, like, what you'll bring something to the table, if you will, and then, like, when it gets rambified, that's what we say.
Yeah.
It gets changed into
Yeah,
something you didn't
right.
really think of, but it works. You know,
Right,
that's
right.
kind of how it all works. You know, I feel like the mixture of it all is.
Yeah, and we kind of all give each other freedom to do whatever we
Yeah,
want to do on each song, you know. So
That's huge, man, because a lot of times, you know, you'll get egos. People's egos get in the way, and they don't want you to change anything they've done, or vice versa, man, and it just can get ugly.
Yeah,
So-
I don't think any of us are good enough to have an ego.
That's the way to do it.
the way to think, at least.
So you mentioned an album a while back. How many albums do you guys have currently?
we have one full length
One right
album
now.
out right now, and then for some reason we just decided to put out some singles. So we got a couple singles out. We got a couple more recorded on deck that are still going through the process. But yeah, and we played those.
Still being
so-
ramble-fied.
Yeah, they're-
Right.
Ramble fried.
yeah.
Ramble Friday. There you go.
But yeah, those will be coming out before too long too. So.
Who does the recordings?
We've done a few different places. The first album we recorded in Nashville at this place called Welcome to 1979. It was a really cool spot, and that album's a lot more acoustic. That's kind of, I guess, more of a throwback to what we were doing when we first started the band.
Yeah.
And then the newer stuff, the two singles that we've put out, are a lot more like what you saw tonight and what we sound like live too. So
we did those at Dolphin Street Sound in Mobile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah,
place
it's
is-
a really
those
good
two
studio.
that hadn't come out yet, and then the two that are out right now we did in the Nut House in the Shoals in Sheffield with Jimmy Nutt, and had Russ Randolph produce that, and
That place is great, too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
that's
an awesome spot.
it was really cool.
But
They have
yeah,
like a
we,
bank vault. It's like an old bank, and
No
one of their rooms where they've mic'd the amps.
Yeah.
It's just straight up bank vault.
Dang. So
Max
is it
got to play on David Hood's.
Oh yeah,
No
yeah.
way.
Yeah, his
Oh,
recording.
it's really good.
Cool, man.
He had left. He had, like, I don't know
crazy.
if he'd been recording like the week before or something, but he had left it all up there. And he was like, "You can use it if you want to." And I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
man.
gonna use the Swampers bass."
Yeah. Just to say you did.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know, man. Even if it sound like garbage.
Yeah, I did. That's what I'm saying. I didn't even touch it. I didn't touch a
Right.
knob on it.
So is
It's
it
like,
an
let's
old
go.
bank?
Yeah, it used to be a bank.
Yeah, it was like a-
yeah.
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 Oh, that's freaking cool.
It was
man.
Yeah.
Really neat.
They got like the vault door and
I think
everything.
my amp was in the vault.
Yeah,
Can you still
Somebody's
lock
was.
it?
Yeah,
Raleigh.
yeah, it's all functional. Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You lose it up in there.
It's intimidating.
Yeah, I know. I bet.
Yeah.
Did anybody? Well, never mind. I was gonna say they need like one of those old school Barney Fife dudes sitting out in the front. Like so, you guys tour, right?
Yeah.
And I guess is that the logic behind just releasing those singles? Is just to get more? What's the logic behind that? If you
Yeah,
don't mind
more
me asking?
content, and
Yeah.
I mean too. I love the idea of putting out an album with a concept or something like that. But at the same time too, a lot of the times these songs just come to us, and then we get really excited about them. We record them, and then we have to wait forever to
To
put
shelf them
them out.
forever.
Yeah,
They
and
don't do
so-
that.
Look, I get it. I think that's a great idea actually, because even if you got all the greatest 10 songs you could write together and put them on an album, you're reliant on somebody listening to that whole album.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing is
You know.
people don't take in media like that anymore.
No.
Nobody
Yeah.
buys
Nobody's
the
got time
CD
for
and
that.
listens to it. Like if
Yeah.
you want physical, people want vinyl now.
Right.
Otherwise, they want a couple songs of their favorite songs that are digital on their Spotify playlist.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, and
That's
cruise
I
on.
think that's a great idea.
So that's-
CDs are dead.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, you can't even. They're not even really selling much in stores anymore. You know.
Have you guys checked into getting vinyl made? How expensive
yeah.
it is.
It's crazy.
It's freaking insane.
Dude, the
Yeah.
place in 1979 where we recorded it, they had like the press like in
Yeah, they
studio. Like
do
they
it
could
there.
record it
Yeah, they do it.
and press it
there.
on
can
vinyl
record
right
straight
there.
They can
Holy
mix, master
crap.
it, and
Yeah.
press it all
It
there.
was cool. It was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Dude,
crazy.
that is
It's
really
it's
cool.
in a building of an old
It's old-
vinyl factory, like an old
I thought it was
record
like an
press
old-
company.
Was it a? Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, so that like the equipment was already there?
No, well, not necessarily.
Oh,
I think they've put newer equipment in there, but definitely, I mean, it was there. Used that
That's what it was
space
used for.
for it.
Yeah.
They turned the
Right, right.
offices into a studio, so
that's pretty
yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
man.
it's pretty neat.
It's a cool place up there.
Yeah, it is.
So when you guys tour, do you guys have a van? How does that work?
Yeah, we got
Oh,
a
yeah.
van.
We got a van.
Big old van.
Hauling everything and all.
Yeah.
You all got that
It's,
thing.
Like an Astro. We
She's our
talking
pride and
Astro?
joy.
We talking
It's a
16 pass?
2001 Chevy Express 3500.
Heavy
G
shit,
3500.
man.
Yeah.
Got that
Yeah.
thing off the Franklin County Sheriff's Department.
Hey,
It's the work release.
It's the work
van for
release
Franklin
van.
County.
Oh, nice. There you go.
The inmate
Couple
transport.
shankings in there.
Yeah.
Got it at discount.
She's our pride and joy.
Yeah,
we love her.
We really do
That's
love
awesome.
it.
Man.
It's
Hey,
great.
man. People take for granted a good working van.
Oh, it's a rolling
Oh,
ground.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it really has treated us well, and we've put a lot of miles on it so
Yeah.
far. So
Not only that,
We try to take care of her.
yeah. We spent more time broken down, I swear, sometimes than we did playing shows.
yeah, we spent about 4 hours in a gas station in Arkansas in
Not that long
January.
ago, yeah,
Just-
January, yeah.
Months ago.
Dang it.
Yeah, alternator.
Yeah.
Hey, but we actually walked in there, and one of our manager that was with us, he just happened to buy a scratch off,
This is great.
What?
and
Ben
it
told him
hit
about
straight up.
scratch
What was it, like $400?
$400.
No,
Yeah,
Ben-
it was an alternator, and it like barely, it covered everything.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, Ben was like, get a lottery ticket, Alex. And was he was
He bought
questioning
one.
it.
Oh
And
my
he was like,
God.
"No, I'll get one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, paid
Straight.
for the It was great.
Only Alex.
Yeah, only Alex, and only in that time. When that
Shout out Alex K.
Yeah, Alex
Yeah.
K. He's a buddy of mine who also owns Big Friendly
Yep.
Productions.
yeah,
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember when he first, was trying to get started with that stuff. I'm really proud of Alex. He's
Oh, it's
came a
crazy
long
how far
way.
he's came, for
Gosh,
real.
It's ridiculous.
I remember when he
He
just
did.
had the 2 speakers and
Yeah,
that was it.
yeah.
Poles.
Yeah,
and now
man.
he's got.
It was 12-channel board.
The Bajillion
212s.
channels,
Now he's got
stages and
all
stuff.
kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
man.
Yeah.
It's
line
ridiculous.
arrays, all kind of crazy stuff.
Storage buildings to keep all the crap.
Yeah.
What's the cause I count the birds flying in the sky? I had a feeling that came over me like can't deny. All the things I can't erase, the torment in my mind never fades, never fails to remind. No, there's something for me. It sure is hard to find. Maybe birds are nothing to argue with you if you have it figured out. Let's go away into your room like a dog burn the key. Not a day never shines except for in your dreams. No, there's something for me. If I seek, then I will find. Maybe birds around me pick me up and fly.
Yeah, we're actually about to do some big shows, kind of aligned with Alex and some of the other artists that that he works closely with.
Right.
With us included. It's us and Little Rain Band and Taylor Honeycutt.
Yeah, love
We're
those
about to
bands.
do some shows upcoming in the spring and going into the summer
Yeah, it's
with
gonna be
those
a lot of
guys.
fun.
Hey, talk to those guys about coming up in here.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
Yeah,
They're super talented.
Yeah, man.
They're awesome.
Yeah, I love those
Yeah,
guys.
they're great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were there at the Jam in the Ham fiasco.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think Taylor actually knocked over my GoPro at one time, so it was completely silent. She set it back up and went, sorry.
That's funny.
That's great.
She would totally do that.
That's great.
She'd look right at it.
Well, let's talk about early life. How did you start? Did you start on the mandolin? Surely not.
No, I
Most
did
people
not.
start.
Yeah. I started playing guitar in high school, and we actually, a lot of us played together during high school and
Yeah.
stuff. And so I started on guitar. I wasn't really into bluegrass or folk music that much or anything when I was younger, and my dad bought me a mandolin and always wanted me to play it.
Yeah.
And he actually passed away, and the Christmas after he did, my mother got the mandolin that he got for me fixed. It had a broken nut on it or something, so she gave it back to me for Christmas, and I just started playing it. Then I think I was 22. So
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
yeah, and just
It's very cool.
the whole idea when we first started was I was going to play mandolin and guitar and swap up and stuff like that, and then for whatever reason, just stuck
screw
to
that.
one. But yeah, it was it's been a learning experience for sure.
Yeah.
But
Did you always
it's
sing?
good. Not a lot. Not in high school. I didn't.
Dude, in high school, you're finding somebody that would step up and sing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the hardest part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you found that, you were gold.
That's
This
this
guy
guy right
is
here.
so-
I've always been that guy.
You always
always
talk, but they
sing.
talk you into it too, to make you do it.
I was
basically.
pushed into
He
it.
was a lead singer back in high school too.
Right?
Ben was in the Halo High School gym spinning the mic stand. Whole school was
Working
going
the
wild.
crowd.
Yeah.
You do one show and they'll judge you for that your whole life.
Do you have video evidence of this?
We have pictures for sure
There's pictures.
of Mike Spin in air.
Nice.
In
that's
motion. In motion.
It may be in the yearbook.
Yeah, above my head.
Yearbook.
Was it taken with one
Like
of those disposables?
double fist?
Probably. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is
I think
cool.
we
Killing it.
We all sang in like church and stuff growing up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that was
man.
like a big thing,
That's-
probably for like harmony and everything.
Yeah.
Y'all's harmonies are fantastic, by the way.
Yeah,
thank
And
you.
that's I was talking. I don't know whoever I had in here last. I don't remember, but I've talked about it with several people, especially here. A lot of people get their start in church, man. Small
Yeah.
town.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But you do learn a lot. You
Yeah,
learn
for sure.
parts and whatnot if you have a decent, some of these
Yeah.
harmonies backwards.
I think even the craziest thing for me was like I didn't even understand necessarily what I was hearing back then, but I understood like people
sounded
sing
good.
different notes, and
Right.
like I liked what certain people sang a lot more. You know?
Yeah.
So that it stood out to me.
Yeah, I didn't have a concept of harmony until much later. I mean, I knew people were doing it, but I had no idea
Yeah.
how they were
Yeah,
doing
exactly.
that.
Yeah.
I would just kind of sing an octave higher.
Yeah, exactly.
That octave high harmony. So, where are you guys touring now currently, or are you breaking?
We're planning another run out west. We do a lot of like 3 and 4 day weekend runs where
Yeah.
we'll go up to North Carolina or hit Tennessee, Georgia, all around there, all around the southeast, and we try to plan out the bigger ones when we go out to like Colorado and stuff, and hit states all along the way, and on the way back hit Texas and everything in
How do
between.
you guys get those gigs?
We have a booking agency.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're
That
with
helps.
Nimble Slick.
Slick.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
I've never heard of them. Is that kind of like Crescent Moon Music Garden deal? But for original bands or something?
I think kind of similar. They just handle like really booking more than anything, and they're based out of
There you go.
nice. They're based out of Athens, Georgia, and they have an office in Denver too.
Yeah.
So I think just they got a good team of guys that
Yeah, they're awesome.
have.
Yeah, I mean,
They're good at getting you in rooms you need to be in. So
They take care of us.
yeah.
that's awesome, man. To have somebody like looking out for you, like
Yeah.
I think in order for you to grow, you guys should play here instead of
Yeah.
hey, I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
you this wedding.
Well, they know the
Yeah,
market
sure.
too. We have, we have no idea. We've
Right.
never been there.
Yeah,
that's the big thing.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
For sure.
How do you got? I mean, I imagine the response is pretty good elsewhere in the Carolinas and whatnot, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, we normally have
we
a
always
pretty
have a good
response.
time. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Generally, anywhere in the southeast, usually we have. Even in Colorado, we've started gaining some good response there
Right,
too.
yeah.
So yeah, it's
You guys have friends you crash with, or you stay in hotels?
Both.
Sometimes.
Which our booking agent lives in Denver. So
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that helps.
we got
Yeah,
that
that's
connection,
what's
and then we've stayed with friends and stuff along the way before too, and Airbnbs, hotels, whatever.
Yeah.
anybody
Whatever's
that'll have
cheap.
us.
Right.
Yeah, anybody that'll take us.
I had a band down come through from Canada actually, and
Wow.
they did a stop in a Jasper bar called Twisted Barley, and a friend of mine got them that gig, but they would do they said because in Canada all the towns are spread out, so in order to go from bar to bar you got to drive overnight basically.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So he said they might as well just go straight down and do so they would do a kind of an East Coast deal and
Okay.
then go back up.
Yeah.
Everywhere they stayed, they had friends or family to stay with. So
Yeah,
they never,
yeah.
never burned any money on
Yeah.
motels and stuff.
Good
That's
way
what
to
I
do
do.
it.
That is a good
That's
idea.
pretty
That's,
awesome.
that's a huge expense.
I know,
to
man.
cut
That
out.
stuff can eat up.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
It
budget
really
real
can.
quick.
Yeah.
And then the van, a belt breaks on the van or something.
Yeah.
you know.
Oh yeah.
Alternator.
Any of that,
Gotta
yeah.
buy a lottery ticket.
You see
So,
what they're-
where's the next show coming up for you guys? Now, keep in mind, this will be out in probably 3 weeks at least. So, give me a little
Yeah,
grace
yeah.
period there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got coming up. We'll have some shows with Taylor Honeycutt and Little Rain Band, so that'll be a big run of shows. And then we're planning in June. We'll be back out in Colorado, and all in between there, we'll be all around the southeast too. So
Yeah.
uh,
Where can people go to keep track of you guys?
yeah, you can check out all of our social media stuff. We try to keep at least dates coming up posted on there, and then we have WinstonRamble.com also. So we try to keep it updated so everybody
Facebook,
knows where we're at.
Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great
You guys have any
places.
merchandise on the website?
We did, and we don't right now. We gotta
Running low,
restock.
yeah.
Yeah.
Man. That's tough to navigate, man. You don't want to buy too many and then be stuck with a bunch
Yeah,
of
it's
stuff.
definitely a learning curve.
Yeah, our
there.
part
You
is the
gotta figure it out.
sizes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll
And
run
the
out
biggest
some
thing is
sizes.
just design, coming up with a fresh.
Well, a lot of times
design
you
that's
think
gonna
you know
work
it's
over
going
it.
to sell, and nobody's buying
Nobody
that
likes
shirt.
it.
It's just like, what?
Yeah, I know. I know,
So
man.
coming
It's a
up with that
guessing
good,
game.
catchy design is really a big part of it. You
Right,
know, making
yeah.
sure you got something that you think you can sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys set up a booth and stuff at shows. Y'all have a merch guy?
When we remember, we do.
Yeah, we usually
We don't always have a merch guy though.
Y'all make
Yeah.
Alex sell the merch and stuff?
Yeah.
If he's with us, yeah.
And when we think
He's not
everybody's not going to
merch
steal our
selling.
stuff.
Yeah, if it's
Be
not a
surprised
college
if we
town.
walk off with a shirt. When you
Yeah.
look it out.
Usually if we're in Tuscaloosa, somebody's putting a hand in something.
Oh man, always, dude. I used to make it a personal goal to try to get a free shirt, and I would just hound the merch guy all night until he's finally like, just freaking go away. Dude. Got a lot of free shirts that way. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, cool. We'll wrap this thing up, man. I appreciate you guys coming in. It was a great meeting.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Get up and stand all the way up there and walk down the line.
We'll get you on the way out.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't done it yet, please do me a solid and hit that red subscribe button and hit the thumbs up button and share this thing, comment, and do all that stuff. And I appreciate it. See you next time.